My practice before mediation started as 1983 as a defense lawyer in one of the large firms in Kansas City. 93 became a plaintiff's lawyer. Did that for a while. Started mediating on an informal basis, basically a request in about 2001. Started to run for office for mayor in 2009, won in 2011. Didn't do a lot of mediation at that stage, a few here and there. Perhaps the longest mediation I ever did was during that time, as a matter of fact. But primarily got back into mediation in a serious way after leaving office because, frankly, I could not deal with the idea of going back to a day-to-day law practice and handling paper. I got into a solutions analytic, a solutions approach during office for sure, and I wanted to do something that was a little bit quicker than handling cases for years at a time at my age, and not nearly as exhausting as trial work at my age. And mediation was perfect because I got to handle situations where we could find solutions without having to spend years getting there. My practice primarily centers on things that are related to personal injury and litigation. I've had a few cases outside of that. Probably the most interesting cases that I mediate, and it seems to be picking up a little speed, are either child abuse cases or prisoners who have been released from prison who are suing the entities that put them there for reparations or damages after that. Those are very interesting cases. The child abuse cases obviously are sad. The prisoners' cases are multi-party, especially if they've been in prison for 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 years. There's a lot of people who are there and a lot of insurance companies who had coverage over those periods of time. But most of my cases on average are personal injury, medical negligence, because those are the areas that I spent most of my time practicing in as a trial lawyer. I think, frankly, my mediation style starts with building trust and camaraderie and relationships with the parties. I'm not a passive mediator. I don't go from room to room asking people what they want. After practicing law for 41 years and trying cases and dealing with matters that I have some degree of familiarity with, I tend to be aggressive in asking aggressive questions of the parties to get them to recognize the risk-benefit ratio. I am a person who likes to find a solution. I don't give up very easily. I tend to be direct, but courteous most of the time. Sometimes funny, but I have some manner of being able to get along with people and get them to yes. That's my style. I don't keep a scorecard. I couldn't tell you how many mediations I've done since 2001. I don't think that's important. I measure success by whether or not we are able to get a deal done. And if we're not able to get a deal done, whether or not we leave the people in a better position to do that in the future as opposed to a worse position. Well, I have a number of things that keep me very busy. One is a 150-pound Irish wolfhound named Sir Dennis Biggin. The other is learning to play bass guitar, which seems to be a bigger struggle than taking care of the wolfhound. Learning how to make pasta at home. I gave up the hand crank thing and went out and got a KitchenAid. It's a lot easier, a lot better, but it's still not perfect. Got a long way to go. Those are the things that keep me primarily busy. I always have an audiobook going. It's either audiobooks, music, wolfhounds, bass lessons, cooking, playing with the 4 grandkids. Those are the things that keep me busy. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't forget football and baseball.